So new RV owners, right, they have a lot to learn, they have a lot that you have to remember. And one of the things that you may not be aware of is that the plumbing lines can actually be compromised by excessive campground water pressure. And that's why a water pressure regulator is essential whenever you're connecting to city water. But there are 3 primary regulator types to choose from, and there's a recommended way to actually install and use a pressure regulator to best protect your RV plumbing. So let's get into it. So let's talk water pressure regulators. The first one is going to be a standard inline one like this, nice and simple. Then you can have an inline one with a gauge, so you're able to monitor pressure. And lastly, we have an inline adjustable regulator with a gauge. Now, as you probably guessed, right, I listed those from being most affordable to most adaptable. An adjustable regulator like this one with a gauge is going to give you the most control over water flow into your camper, which can definitely impact the performance of appliances like a tankless water heater, for example. And of course, it's still going to protect your plumbing. But I'm not saying that you have to spend more for an adjustable model because, even a model like this, right, with a gauge is going to be a smart upgrade for additional water pressure visibility. Now, it's important to note that a maximum pressure of 60 psi is what's generally considered acceptable for RV plumbing. So even if you hate taking low pressure showers in your RV, an adjustable regulator like this one shouldn't be used to crank up the pressure to unsafe levels. As always, your RV's manufacturer is going to be your best resource for verifying what's considered the safe PSI for their unique plumbing designs. So the goal of the regulator is to reduce water pressure as it exits the source. While installing the regulator at the RV side of your potable water hose will protect the plumbing inside the camper itself, it doesn't offer any protection for the hose itself or your inline water filter if you're using one. Best practice for a pressure regulator is to install it directly onto the spigot. If you're using an inline water filter, most campers are going to screw the filter into the regulator before attaching their potable water hose to the filter. The other end of the hose then connects to the RV city water connection, preferably using a 90-degree elbow connector to help reduce the downward pressure on the connection point. Of course, campground spigots are going to vary greatly. Some extend well above the ground and provide ample room for the setup I just showed you. Others, however, are barely going to be 6 inches out of the ground, requiring a little bit more creativity. Now, in these cases, any variation of regulator, filter, hose connector will be acceptable, keeping in mind that the main goal here is to reduce the pressure before it enters your RV's plumbing. The exterior components like the hose and filter are just a lot easier and more affordable to replace than broken fittings or ruptured lines inside your camper. Hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and until next time, we'll see ya.